Other costs of 4.3 billion shillings compared to 5.9, which is much better than last year by 28%. Hence, a loss for the period of 11.5 billion compared to 14.3 billion that we reported last year, which is a better performance by 20%, mainly driven by management action to reduce costs and take opportunity for revenue lines, specifically where we could, to improve revenues despite the challenging market. From an equity perspective, we are at negative 73.8 billion negative equity compared to 64, mainly because of the loss that we made for the period.
But the trend that we are seeing, or at least the trend that we've seen for the last 6 months or so, is that China, although there is a restricted access to China, that's a very important market. We see, although we only do 2 frequencies, the loads are very, very good and very healthy, and also the yields are good. So that's good. And then one of the other things that has affected us is as well, because we are actually a network organization, which means that a lot of the traffic that we get from Africa is obviously transiting to go to other places, Europe and so on. And because of restricted access, that becomes a lot more challenging. So the results may not, we're not making profit, of course, we made a loss, but I can assure you that even if you compare to last year, if you look at statistically, we have expended more effort, we are more productive because of the efforts that management and the Kenya Airways family is working, and also the support that we're getting from our customers.
So it's important to note that there is some good news. Of course, I think the future still is tough, and we don't expect, and both IATA and ourselves don't see any sort of improvement or going back to the levels of 2019 till possibly 2024. That's what everybody looks at now. So we have a tough period going forward. But I think, as Alan said, we're very conscious of our responsibility as the national carrier to make sure that we continue, because we believe, and I've said this many times, that we're a strategic asset of the country, and therefore we must be seen that way